So here's the thing, right, Jia Teng, Bermaz's latest results was one of the worst in terms of profits. But analysts seem to love them so much and they keep, giving buy calls. What is it about Bermaz that is so appealing?
I think first thing first, the strong buy calls by the analysts has always been like that. I mean, it's not just because it's not before, after this bad quarter. It has been years. I mean, even before when Bermaz has been known as Liew Jia Auto.
Right.
And I think one thing, to answer your question, one thing that analysts like about this counter, I suppose, is because the management of the company, they have always been very open to, has always been media friendly, and also to the analysts. For it's a very good example. This quarter is a very bad quarter, right? In fact, it's one of the worst in recent years ever, and they still talk to the media, and it's to me, being a journalist, I think I see a stark contrast when I go out and talk to other companies, right? Some companies, they will talk to you and they are doing well, but when they are not doing well, they don't want to talk to you. So I think because they have been very honest and open about it.
Yeah. So basically, the thing here is transparency, right? Now, having said that, Datuk Francis, whom you spoke to, was very frank about Bermaz's issues, and one of it being operations. I think he mentioned something about delivery hiccups that they've been having very, very recently. So how exactly is the group, fixing this?
There's no short-term solution for this, because obviously the delivery issue is caused by the approval to get official pricing, because for CKD model they need to get official pricing from the government.
Correct.
So they set the price, but they
well,
need to make sure, because they need to apply for the incentive and rebates and all this, right? So apparently they got held up when they got the approval, so they missed the quarter when they can start. They launched it already, but they cannot sell it yet because there's no
sales for that
so they cannot capture sales for the October end quarter. So there's no immediate solution to that. But having said that, it's a matter of time, like he said. If your pricing is right, if there is a demand, it's a matter of time that the sales will come in and you capture it. But the long-term solution, I suppose, is to get more CKD models. More, I wouldn't say exactly the same, but maybe similar SUV, model, probably for the CKD model. So let's say if things like this happen again, which it did in 2005 or 2015 or 16, like he pointed out, then you have another similar model for people to, an alternative option. If they want to get let's say CX-5, but it's a new model, it's an old model, then the new model not yet come, so maybe I will consider the other model. So in the story, I think I also addressed that actually Datuk Francis have been, and Bermaz Auto has been talking with their Japanese principal to try to bring in a new model.
But Datuk Francis, he does believe that the worst is over. But we all know that the auto industry in Malaysia is still wary, about the short term. Now, what are their plans for now, Bermaz? At least for the medium term, because like Datuk Francis himself said, they are always planning at least for the next 3 to 5 years. So what are their plans besides the CKD, which you mentioned in your story?
I think what the strength of Bermaz is that they don't, they're not overly ambitious, and they always control their production. That means they don't overly invest it, or bring in too many models and produce too many cars.
So they're
and
really
then when you
careful about their margins.
And then when you are not selling well, then you slash your price just to sell out the existing existing cars. So that's, this is one of their strengths. And if you look at the market share of the non-national car, they are, if I'm not mistaken, they are number 4, just behind Nissan, Toyota and Honda. And they are number 4, but if you look at the market share, right, actually the top 3, they kind of dominate the market share. They're quite ahead one. Whereas Bermaz Auto is still number 4, and looking at the market share, actually is quite behind. But actually, I asked him before, but he's not too ambitious. I want to be top 3 or top foreign car or whatever. But he's actually quite happy with their current position, number 4, and just try to improve their market share slowly, gradually, and see how it goes. And I think that is their strength.
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Age Weekly at all good newsstands.